Hello everyone, welcome to our first ever live session, VTF Live. Our philosophy here at VTF is learn, test, and share. For you to work along with us throughout this presentation, if you want to go to vtf.academy where you'll find all the resources along with this website where you can see all the slides, resources, what I'm going to go through with you today. A little bit about VTF Foundation, what we do. It is a unique nonprofit organization. It is run by volunteers, which means no one gets paid. So even though they are working for Virtue Testing Foundation, for the community, but they don't get paid, they get benefit by gaining the experience. They get benefit by exploring their skills. They get benefit by really enhancing their industry skills. So once again, Virtually Testing Foundation is first and only unique volunteer-run nonprofit organization. Their goal and mission is to provide cybersecurity internships along with other skills, along with management skills, along with team building skills. We have about 30,000 plus members globally so far. If you want to learn more about Virtue Testing Foundation, head over to virtuallytestingfoundation.org or find us on your favorite social media platforms such as Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Well, a little bit about me. My name is Victor Monga. I had the privilege and honor to found Virtue Testing Foundation. I've been a security leader and I would like to recognize myself as cybersecurity business leader now because I bridge the gap between technology and business and achieve the goals in cybersecurity and information security. I'm also involved and on board for a few other nonprofit organizations such as ISECA, Cloud Security Alliance, VMUG, Fuel, a user group. You can find me on LinkedIn or Twitter. My handle is Victor Virtual. Let's talk about the purpose of this VTF Live today. Why are we here? So each year, Virtue Testing Foundation hosts multiple beginner internship cohorts. We have our last 2022 cohort going on right now in September. It kicked off this week. Today is the last day when our interns are submitting their assignments. Their tasks were assigned on Monday. We had great meetings with our interns. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who didn't get a chance to actually either apply because they didn't hear on time or even didn't get qualified either because of time constraints or other reasons. Now, we do want to make sure that community does benefit from all the curriculum, all the tasks, all the resources that we have at VTF. So the purpose of this VTF Live is that to first give you all those resources so you can actually go and learn on your own time. Yes, you're not part of the VTF Beginner Internship Program. However, you can still be part of VTF community. You can still participate in our Discord channel. You can still participate and engage our current interns and learn from them. And the most importantly, the resources we already put together for our interns, we would like to make sure that they are in the hands of our community as well so you can benefit from it. So once again, the purpose of this VTF Live is to make sure that we provide you the resources that our interns are benefiting and give you a little bit of insights of what does a beginner life or beginner intern life at VTF looks like. So we kicked off week 1 with cybersecurity foundations. Each week has its own unique theme. It could be web application penetration testing, it could be cloud security, it could be virtual security, container security, and you name it. The whole point is that each week we want to give you a taste and a flavor of different domains in cybersecurity so that you can choose which domain you want to go deep into, which domain actually agrees with you, which area of cybersecurity you would like to explore, or even give you a taste of something new that you have never even explored it. You've been in cybersecurity or you've been in this industry, but you've never explored what does endpoint security looks like. How do you actually care about log management? Well, vulnerability management assessment are two different things. How do you know which way to go? So once again, all 10 weeks are designed in a way to give you an overview of each aspect of cybersecurity, a little bit taste of it. So this is the wide range. We also at VTF have advanced internships where we go really deep into each aspect, such as red team, blue team. We have web development team, web design team, marketing team, event management team. So those are advanced roles that they are very specific, very unique projects, but again, you get to enhance your skills. You actually get to build your skills. So once again, week one, this week, our beginner internships are kicking off with cybersecurity foundations. Now, what you're learning, or what you will be seeing this week, we kicked off with Mitre. A lot of times we have seen that the people who have been trained using online portals or YouTube videos or even college universities, they're too specific about technology, but they're not teaching you how to be risk-averse cybersecurity professional. They're not teaching you about how do you actually map your controls? How do you actually test your gaps? How do you actually check the risk of your cybersecurity program? Mitre is a nonprofit organization who are offering great deal of insights into how adversaries work, how do adversaries think, and not only that, they're even giving you information about what tools and techniques and procedures that adversary is doing. Well, that's kind of the roadmap that we need as defender to make sure that all of those tools and techniques are ineffective in our organization. How to do is another part. So a lot of time we have seen our students actually really focusing on how to do or how to deploy, how to configure such tools, or how to hack, or how to actually go in and really learn about penetration testing. But at the end of the day, at a business level, what are you trying to save? So Mitre really gives you that information. And then we also want to introduce you to Mitre Defend and Navigator. Once again, these are fundamentals, foundations for our program, our internship, so that our interns are understanding why are they doing it instead of what and how. We will teach you along the way what are you doing and how are you doing, but we want to kick off, we want to start, we want to build that foundation for you. Why are we doing it? What is the goal at the end of the day of us protecting, preventing, detecting, recovering, responding? Why are we doing it? And then this is the roadmap to go into how are we doing it and what are we doing it. Once we have answered that question for you, why are we doing it, the path becomes easier, the path becomes clear, the path is enlightened. You're not just shooting in the dark anymore. At VTF, we strongly believe technical skills are half the battle to be a strong professional or successful professional at a company, at an industry, at a corporate. So we also focus on business etiquettes. We also focus on network visibility. The days of you getting hired by just sending a resume are no longer applicable. All major companies, they also check your LinkedIn profiles to see your education, your involvement, engagement, and most importantly, who do you know in the industry? So they have some sort of a reference. Well, I can assure you by seeing firsthand, a lot of students don't even have LinkedIn profiles. Or if they have it, it's not updated. At VTF, week one, our job is to make sure to tell you, go ahead, update your LinkedIn profile, add your education, add your summer camp project, add your coding project, add any other volunteer experience you did. This is your running resume. Next time when a hiring manager actually look you up, you must have a flushed out LinkedIn profile so that they can be confident that you are an industry professional. Why Twitter, right? We get this question a lot. Why VTF harp on Twitter? Honestly, it's my one source to get latest and greatest first scoop at the security news. Twitter has been great for me personally. I don't know if I can actually get the latest information about the news of cybersecurity world without Twitter. Anything happens, new hack, new attack, new IOC compromise, indicator of compromise comes in, I see on Twitter. Now, obviously, we will teach you at VTF how to update your Twitter profile and some trusted resources and people to follow so that you can get those security news or scoops that I just mentioned firsthand. If you're on Twitter and posting like just random stuff, social media stuff, might not be helpful. But again, that's up to you to decide as long as you have Twitter and you're following the right people and you're getting the information that we think could help you. Mission accomplished for us. So once again, week 1 at Virtual Testing Foundation, beginner internships, what we are teaching you is technical aspects where we're teaching you why are you doing it. We're going to walk you through what and how, and you have been trained from your college, university, school, training platforms, online training, in-person trainings, what and how to do it. We're going to give you a roadmap to why are you doing it. We're going to give you a reason why are you doing it. Along with that, again, the most important thing to survive in any organization is business etiquettes. In 10 weeks, you're going to learn a great deal of different mixed business etiquettes. Remote meetings, project management, mental and physical health. That's something nobody have ever thought of. It could be a business etiquette, but it is. If I'm frustrated, I might not be at my A game at work. So we also teach you how to think about your mental health. We also teach you how to take care of your physical health. Well, that something has nothing to do with cybersecurity. I disagree. It does. If you're not physically healthy, how do you think your manager, your company can rely upon you if anything urgent is happening? So, physical, mental health, it is a priority. It is an agenda. Every week we talk about it. Every week our interns are sharing one thing that they have done to take care of their mental and physical health. And finally, for 10 weeks, we're going to flush out your network visibility and people are going to know who you are. People are going to start liking, sharing, and we're going to grow your network to the level that you've never imagined. Once again, if you want to follow along with me and see what we are doing for all 10 weeks, just go to vtf.academy. So I talked about a Mitre attack. Why is it important? I think the most important part that you want to take away from here is that understanding adversaries' behavior, understanding what they will be using, understanding your enemy's plan, you're winning half the battle already. There is no more guesswork. There is no more speculation. Knowing the adversary's tactics, techniques, and procedures, that is also known as TTP, is very informative. Now, Mitre attack has been a great deal for a lot of vendors as well. So a lot of tech vendors, they also align their alerts and incidents with Mitre attack. And the importance to that is that because it's a common framework. Think of this as a language that cybersecurity folks are speaking. If I tell you that T1073.001 was seen on one of my alerts, well, it might not resonate with you just now, and I don't even know if that number was right. But the point is that once you get a hang of it, once you start speaking that language, there is no more guesswork. You don't have to speculate what this means. If the account was compromised, if there's a lateral movement, if there is a use of macro, if there's a command and control, there's actually a technique and tactic and procedure aligned to those things. So I won't tell you a lot more about tactics and techniques, but again, go ahead and look at the matrix, look at the top columns and the rows, and they'll tell you about the tactics are something that adversary is trying to accomplish. Techniques are how they do it. So go ahead, look at Mitre attack framework. It'd be something worth your time. We also have a lot of PDFs and reading material, and we have compiled a list of YouTube videos that you can go ahead and look at. Now, All of this is aligned to Mitre attack framework, Mitre defend or navigator, again, to really give you understanding of why are we defending what we are defending and how we are defending. It is really giving you the roadmap that this is why we do it. So once again, if you want to look at all of this, go to VTF.academy. All the resources are there. We're going to unlock each week resources as we progress. So you're kind of aligning with the internship program, but not having the benefits being in the program. And I will talk about those benefits just in a minute here. Now, someone asked me why this assignment that we have here at Virtue Testing Foundation Beginner Internship about APA guidelines. This is one of the most painful point I have seen for the entry-level positions where they don't know or understand how to create documents, especially the most important, when you are taking some information from a blog or some person or something they have published already, they won't cite it. They won't give the credit to that person. So what happens, I'll give you a good example. Let's say you were hired for a company and you were talking about the benefits of doing red teaming, and you actually looked at a blog and you really liked this one paragraph and you copy pasted and sent to your manager. Great, they loved it, but you didn't cite. You didn't give the credit to the person or the company or the organization who built that blog. Now think of your manager sending the same information to the PR team or the content delivery team, and they go in and literally use the same content, put it on your website. Now that's a violation, by the way, because you didn't give credit to the person originally you actually borrowed or took it from. That's again a violation. You will be in trouble, your company will be in trouble, your manager will be in trouble. We don't want that. We really don't want that for you. We're gonna give you the tips and tools and tricks. We're gonna teach you how to fish so that you are successful in a corporate life. Once again, this is a beginner internship. For those these things are obvious to you, great. You're ahead of the curve. But there are sheer number of volume people, I can assure you, who still doesn't have information about these things. So along with technical agenda at Virtue Testing Foundation, we have business etiquettes, mental and physical health, and professional network visibility as part of the core agenda curriculum. Now, some of you or all of you have gone through school, college, university, some training materials, some online training, in-person trainings, and you've learned a great deal of technical skills and yet are struggling to get the jobs. Why is that? Why are you not finding a job despite the fact you have great deals of technical skills? It's the hands-on experience. It's the how to apply that knowledge into hands-on. It's how to present your skills in a professional manner. It's actually the work ethics that you've never learned, but you have been learning the technical skills and you thought just doing that would be enough, but it's not. Employers are really looking for people who are not just technical trained, but also have some sort of experience through internships or entry-level job or something. Well, in order to get the job, we also need actual jobs. So internships at Virtue Testing Foundation really break that cycle so that you can go ahead and really get that experience that companies want, organizations want. They do want you. They're just missing that professional etiquettes part out of you. They're really missing that confidence. And at Virtue Testing Foundation, we give you that. And honestly, that's always been the difference between a rookie who just started a company versus someone who had been there, the confidence. At Virtue Testing Foundation, we are going to give you that experience. We're going to give you that confidence. We're going to make sure that you are capable of getting up and delivering a short speech or short presentation, short solution, and take the credit of your work. That's the most important. Why do newbies or rookies or someone who just joined the company have to do the work and someone who had been there for a while actually goes in and present and takes all the credit? We want you to take the credit of your work. We want to make sure that you are successful at your job. Even though you just joined, you have the confidence to sit across the table with the same people that who've been there for a while and built that confidence in 5-10 years. We're going to deliver that in 10 weeks at Virtue Testing Foundation in beginner and advanced tracks for you. Well, what do they get? At Virtue Testing Foundation Beginner Internship, we deliver industry level experience. You will be really put through policies and rules and strict guidelines, what corporate level has it. Some students have never been through it. I'll give you a good example. Despite the fact we're putting the information out there, sometimes we see repeated questions, or sometimes they're just ignoring to even read the instructions. That's a violation of our internship. That's one of the things we encourage you to go and read. You need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to be aware of the information given to you. Imagine you're working for a top tech company and you were given an important assignment and you just missed something because you were ignorant or you didn't see it. That can cost millions, if not billions, dollars. Your career will be finished before it started. We don't want that. We do not want that. Our single agenda, the core goal is to make sure that you are successful. So we're going to give you that corporate industry level experience. Each week you get participation certificate. Honestly, that's kind of the sense of accomplishment I would get if I were part of an internship, and each week I'm really investing my time and I'm learning, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. That certificate of participation and posting it on LinkedIn, Twitter, or other social media, everybody looking at it, telling me kudos, it gives me that sense of accomplishment that I have accomplished. All of these perks are for interns who are in the program. They also get mentorship and team building exercises. They also have an opportunity to go work on advanced projects at Virtue Testing Foundation. And there are so many other perks that I can't even outline here and put in the words in next few minutes. So if you want to see what it feels like to be an intern at Beginner Internship, come on our Discord server, look at the conversations going on so that you can really get the first-hand experience. You can really see firsthand what's going on. You know what? Don't take my word for it. Look at the testimonials. Go to social media. Go to LinkedIn. Go to Twitter. Go to Facebook. Go to Instagram. Honestly, LinkedIn and Twitter are the most popular for our platforms, but there's so much. There's influx of testimonials that we really changed the lives. We really changed the careers that people were actually struggling through. Virtue Testing Foundation, at no cost to you, at no cost to anyone. All the stuff we're doing, all the information we're giving, all the free trainings we're giving, all the experiences we're giving, the time we are putting for your success. Well, once again, as I said, there are a lot of resources you can read, you can watch. There are PDFs that you can put on your phone, and if you're in travel, you can read. There are hands-on tasks that you can also practice. Despite the fact you're not in the program, still you can align, you can learn, you can benefit from the curriculum we have already built. And there is so much more that we post on our Discord, on our website. Once again, if you want to follow along, just go to vtf.academy. Finally, if you really want to participate or even get a taste of what it feels like to be a member at Virtue Testing Foundation, come on and join our Discord server. You can find the information on our website, virtuallytestingfoundation.org. All the way scroll down, there'll be Discord widget where you can just click and join. If you already have an account, you'll be able to join instantly. If you don't, you'll have to create an account. And once again, it's not something you're committing. You can sign out any day. You can really leave the server if this is not something you want. But I assure you, once you're in, you're going to want to inform and tell your other friends that this is something that they should do it as well. Well, that's all, folks. Thank you very much for listening to us. This is again our first VTF Live, brought to you by Virtue Testing Foundation. We've been around since 2012. We're based out of Los Angeles, California, but we have a global community of 30,000 members so far. If you feel like that you don't want to miss out on any announcements, future internship announcements, or other trainings, events, workshops, and other free stuff we put together, go ahead and subscribe to our social media platforms. Thank you very much. See you next time.